star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
And we've been waiting for this day for a long time. It's opening day in the NBA. Thanks, everyone, for joining us here in the start of a new season. This is Dan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and Allie LaForce on our sideline. I'm Kevin Harlan. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for Detroit. On Friday, they'll be playing against Alperen Şengün and the Houston Rockets. And then on Sunday, they'll be matching up with Jason Tatum and the Boston Celtics.
And for their matchup with Cleveland, that's one to watch for. Fourth contest of this brand new NBA season. I'm interested in how those teams match up in the early part of this year.
And now the opening lineup for Detroit. Harris steps in at the 4 with Duran at the center spot. Marcus Sasser is out there with Cade Cunningham. And it's Thompson in at the 3, a small forward. And for Chicago, Buzelis out there with Isaac Okoro. Then there's Sexton. Then it's Collins. And it's Rose in at the point guard position. All right, everyone, the NBA season starts today. We have made it. It is a holiday for everybody.
Oh, man, the offseason felt like forever. It's great to be back. Nothing like some games that count.
And so it's Rose who brings the ball up for the Chicago Bulls. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on Jalen Duran.
And you gotta love watching Rose play the game. His intense style can be infectious out there. I think it really does elevate his teammates.
And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Thanks. Well, it took a while this summer, but the Bulls were finally able to get an extension done with their bright young point guard, Josh Giddey. In a buyer's market, they could afford to bargain for a team-friendly deal. And after some overreaches in the past, their disciplined approach stands out.
A good strategy. Thank you, Shams. Now here's Rose. Pass to Buzelis. Back to Rose. Over Cunningham. He hits the back iron and sends the shot.
The first overall pick all the way back in 2008. Derrick Rose going old school with the mid-range jumper.
Here's Cunningham. And Harris wide open. He shoots. That 3 off the mark.
I can't believe he missed that 3. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving.
Cunningham against Rose. and slams it down right on top of Jalen Duren.
And one of the all-time high risers at the point guard position, Derrick Rose can still throw it.
Just a terrific perspective of that dunk from the Connected Cam, brought to you by AT&T. Cunningham gets the bucket.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Outside Rose. Sit on the wing. Pass to Rose. Now Buzelis, guarded by Harris. Pocket two. Sexton for three. Detroit with the rebound. And going against Chicago, their first game of the NBA's regular season.
And last year, an entertaining season series between the two ended up battling to a draw.
Yeah, and since both teams are in similar positions in the conference, winning the series this year would make a nice statement.
Now Duren, after Colin Sexton's three-pointer that didn't go. Pass to Thompson. Cunningham outside. Collins grabs the miss. Chicago trailing here. You know, Stan, when you talk about the skill set Cade Cunningham possesses, what impresses you most?
I think a couple of things, Kevin. Number one, his poise is outstanding. This guy never gets bothered by anything that happens in a game, by any type of adversity. He's just going to come back with the same mindset on the next play. And also, his shooting has improved so much that you've now got to defend him honestly on the perimeter, and that sets up the rest of his game.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Kevin. The Chicago Bulls retiring the jersey of hometown hero and former league MVP Derrick Rose. His coach with the Bulls, Tom Thibodeau, said, "The true measure of a man is how he handles adversity, and nobody did it better. He always found a way to rise above, and there's no question in my mind he is a Hall of Fame player." Back over to you, Kevin.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Now, here's Cunningham following the miss by Derrick Rose. Thompson passes to Harris. Over Sexton. That's good from Harris on the assist by Thompson.
Well, infrequently, Harris will take these mid-range looks, but he'd rather be closer in.
Pass to Buzelis. And the Bulls with another miss. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for Detroit. And a wide open look for Cunningham. From outside, off the mark. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game time. Fires from the line. Rose, no good.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
Cunningham up top. Thompson from long range. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Pistons ahead. They lead by 3. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close.
Let's bring out the starters for your Chicago Bulls. The man in the middle at 6'11", number 12, Zach Collins. At small forward, 6 feet 4 inches, number 35, Isaac Okoro. At the shooting guard position, at 6'3" number 2, Colin Sexton. The other forward position, standing 6'8", number 14, Miles Buzares. At the other guard, at 6'3", number 1, Derrick Rose. Your Chicago Bulls head coach is Billy Donovan. Ladies and gentlemen, your Chicago Bulls.
Now a look at Detroit's starting lineup. Harrison Duran together in the middle. Kate Cunningham out there with Marcus Sasser. And it's Thompson in at the 3. And for the Bulls, Bruce Ellis out there with Okoro. Then there's Colin Sexton. Then there's Zach Collins. And it's Rose in at the point. And these teams have been prepping for this season tip-off game for months, Greg.
Oh, and for the players, the main feeling on opening night is relief. You know, all that hard work during the offseason and preseason is finally over. And now it's time to have some fun.
Now here's Rose. That shot is off.
He's got a nice feel for that. Crossover, but you still have to finish.
Harris against Rose. Harris's shot is good.
He's been doing this for a long time. Harris is so productive inside.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I caught up with head coach Billy Donovan. I asked him what his thoughts were on Cade Cunningham, and he said Cade is extremely talented. He's got great size. He plays under control. He's one of those guys that makes his teammates better. It's easy to see why he initiates so much of their offense. Guys?
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Flying high, Asar Thompson. I wish I still had hops like that.
Rose, pass to Okoro. Rose outside. Oh, got a piece of it. Oh, stolen by Harris. Cunningham outside. This one for 3. Chicago with a rebound. Here's Rose. And then he throws it down as he goes right over Jalen Duran.
Oh, boy, what control and poise from Rose. Taking the hit like a champ and just powering right through it.
Thanks to a... TNT for that fantastic look from their connected cam. And here's Harris outside. Gets the 3 ball to go. Harris has got 5.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Rose outside. Collins with a screen on Cunningham. Rose, the pass to Collins. Duran with a steal. Sasser outside. Cunningham on the wing. Back to Sasser. Cunningham against Rose. And here's Thompson for three. Collins with the rebound. For Chicago, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a three-point play. That one on Thompson.
Just good, aggressive play by Buzelis, not shying away from some physicality inside.
Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Well, there was a bit of uncertainty over the summer about whether the Bulls would stick with Billy Donovan or not. He also received some interest from the Knicks, but that was cleared up when the organization chose to extend him on a multi-year deal. It cements his role with the team as they continue to build. Guys, the Bulls have committed to Billy Donovan for the long haul.
He knows his stuff. Shams, thank you. Here's Rose. Following the score by Detroit. Yep, that one goes.
Out to a hot start. 4 makes and 5 shots to begin this ball game.
Detroit has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Cunningham outside. Pass to Duran. Over Collins. Chicago with a rebound. This is their first game against Detroit this season.
Last year, these two gave us a very entertaining season series, splitting the games.
And we're watching 2 teams looking to make that next step. They want to break out of the middle of the pack, prove they can do some damage.
Now here's Harris. Back to Cunningham. And the layup is good off the glass.
And getting up close and personal, Cunningham knows he can get his shot to go inside.
Here's Rose. He's got 9. Drills it from deep.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Harris outside to the left wing. Throws it up high, and Harris throws it down.
Okay, so maybe we know Harris as a shooter, but that doesn't mean he still can't get up.
Rose up top. He's watched by Cunningham. With some arc, and Rose with the layup. Rose has got 11 points.
Keep riding that hot hand. He's been pretty much unstoppable.
Cunningham passes to Duran. And here's Sasser. Thompson with a screen. 5 to shoot. Cunningham outside. Over Rose. Out to Harris. Here's Sasser. From outside, off the mark. Chicago leading by 4. Here's Collins. Nice start for him. Making his first shot.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. All right, let's go to the leaderboard and see the top passing teams last season. 5th on the list, the Bulls.
Ball movement was one of the keys to what they did last season. Every squad talks about teamwork. These guys backed it up.
Cunningham. And it's Harris. That time on the assist by Cunningham. 9 points in the game.
He's been perfect this quarter. They keep feeding him, and he keeps delivering.
Rose outside. Another basket. He's now 6 for 7 in the contest.
This man is on fire. His team is winning, and it doesn't get better than that.
Sasser outside. To the middle. And the dunk by Duran.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
To the paint. He can't hit that time. Excellent D there from Collins. Bulls leading by 4. Chicago passing it around. Rose outside. Over Cunningham. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
His shooting has been fantastic, and this team has leaned on him.
Pistons trail by 6. Sasser outside. Cunningham. Takes him. Collins with the rebound.
It hasn't been his best quarter. I mean, he's trying to shoot himself out of the slump.
Inside. And he floats it in for the easy two. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
This run has been fueled by their matador defense.
Standing just under 7 feet, Zach Collins puts that size to work out there.
Always looking for his next rebound or just a point-blank bucket. Collins knows that his physicality is what he has to bring to the floor, and he operates mostly in the paint.
And so here is Chicago, following the score by Detroit. Rose outside. Sexton, a screen on Cunningham. From deep, Rose. Man, how about that? 8 for 9 now.
What an exceptional start for him, draining 8 of his last 9 shots.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Boy, you look at Derrick Rose. What a contribution.
He's been absolute tear inside. They've got to figure out a way to keep him out of the lane. I don't know.
Some changes for Chicago. Josh Giddey comes in for Okoro, and it's Jones in for Sexton. Jenkins misses. And so it's Jones who brings up the ball for the Bulls. 9-point game. Who's Zealous' shot is good.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
And finished off by Stewart.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Who's Zealous' shot is good.
You know you're doing something right when you find yourself up double digits in the first period.
They were ready to roll right through the tip. There was no warm-up period. There was only, let's do this.
Here's Jenkins. Stewart, the pass to Green. Picked by Stewart. And finished off by Stewart.
Flying in with the one-hand slam.
That right there was a statement finish. Slam home, and they call the foul. He's headed to the stripe for one more.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
And that one falls for Rose.
You know, it's great to see Rose out there. After all those injuries, Derrick still has a passion for the game.
Stewart finds Green. Shoots off the step back. Chicago with a rebound. Now Rose. 21 points in the game. Pass to Jones. It's stolen by Green. Outside Robinson. Lets it go from deep. And it's Giddey with a rebound. Chicago leading by 12. Here's Rose. Ooh, Robinson with a block. Green against Rose. Pass to Jenkins. Stewart inside, working on Jones. Chalk up 2 there. Stewart's got 6.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thank you. The Bulls are going younger. Coach Billy Donovan said, we don't want to be just stuck in the middle. There's no question about that, but it's always about the integrity of competition. The building out part is identifying guys that are going to help us move forward. Back to you, BA.
Taking the long view. All right, Allie, thanks for the report. Here's Robinson, following the bucket by the Bulls. Sinks it from distance.
For 3.
I know it's early, but you have to wonder if these offenses can keep this up.
There will be some letdown at some point. But these teams, they are built to score, so...
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Up top, Stewart. Pass to Jenkins. Detroit moving the ball around. Stewart outside. Clock at 4. From deep. Ellis grabs the board.
Maybe he thinks he has that type of range, but I don't think his coaches will agree.
Yeah, and you're not going to just have the green light for long if you're chucking out bombs like that.
Now here's Rose. He's got 25. Count that bucket. Rose has got 27 points.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation.
So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. Bulls out in front. They lead by 13. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. Chicago making some changes. Okoro is checked in for Williams. Colin Sexton comes in for Jones. And it's Derrick Rose in for Simons. And a switch here also for Detroit. Cunningham's checked in, setting the floor for the Pistons. Jalen Duren out there with Isaiah Stewart. Then there's Cade Cunningham. Then it's Duncan Robinson. And it's Jenkins in at the 2-guard spot. Cunningham against Rose. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over.
Detroit ball.
All right, let's see what Detroit has coming up. On Friday, they'll be facing Kevin Durant and the Houston Rockets. And then on Sunday, they'll be facing Jason Tatum and the Boston Celtics.
And you know, for that matchup with the Magic, that's a contest that I'll keep an eye on. That'll be the 5th time they take it to the floor, and they want to get off to a fast start this year.
Looking at who's out there now for Chicago. Collins, he's checked in for Smith. Miller comes in for Okoro. Williams is checked in for Sexton. And Buzelis is subbed in for Giddey. From 13, count it. Rose has got 29.
And this is a vintage night from Derrick Rose. It's like we're back in 2011, his MVP season.
Jenkins' shot is good.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
Really unfazed. Throw his height right out the window.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. All right, Richard, just as a fan of the game, who's your favorite player to watch right now?
I'm really loving Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Really their whole team, but Shai, he's just special to watch.
And last season, the Pistons became the first team ever to triple their win total from the previous campaign.
Yeah, going from the worst record in the association in 2024 to a playoff team in 2025, and now they look to just keep on rising.
Pass to Jenkins. Here's Cunningham. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. When you think about the skill of Cade Cunningham, Grant, at his height, what a combination.
You know, B.A., whether it's scoring inside or seeing over the defense or just beasting on smaller guards, his 6'6" frame is certainly an advantage.
Here's Rose, and he converts the layup. Rose has got 33 points.
Clutch buckets. He's paving the way as they hit the home stretch.
Down low. Deflected.
And right now they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Shot on the wing. The Pistons clear it.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Duren with a screen on Williams. Tipped.
As of right now, Jalen Duren kind of seems like a classic big man. He can block, he can rebound, and he really focuses on finding close-range looks.
All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
I've really been impressed with how aggressive they've been inside, looking to capitalize from the paint whenever they can.
Another thing they're doing well early on is moving the ball, playing selfless basketball, and getting everybody involved on the offensive end.
Pass to Williams. Thompson with a steal. And so ball out of bounds. Thompson touched it last. And if you're wondering where the points were coming from, here's a breakdown in the scoring between the front court and back court tonight for Chicago.
And their backcourt guys have lit it up on offense. Coach gave his stars a lot of freedom to go play their way, and it's paying off.
Tobias Harris checked in for Detroit. Sasser comes in for Robinson. Here's Rose. 33 points for him. Pass to Buzelis. Chicago passing it around. Pocket 2. Lets the 3 fly. And Rose is good for 3. Rose has got 9 points now in the quarter.
Nice start for him beyond the arc. He's already hit 3 triples, and I'm pretty sure there's more to come.
And the dunk by Duren.
He is ferocious on alley-oops. With his good hands and wingspan, Duren makes for an easy target on the lob.
And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Sexton comes in for Miller. And here's a look now at who shot the ball the best during last season's campaign. Jalen Duren is second.
So consistent from the floor. He shot it at a great clip last season.
Here's Rose.
Yes! Oh, a master dunk that absolutely shook this building. Wow.
Pass to Duren. Now here's Harris. Back to Duren. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That one's on Zach Collins.
And Duren doesn't fear the contact. In fact, he welcomes it when he's trying to score.
Richard, it's been a dry spell for the Bulls for a few seasons now. How do they reverse that?
Well, it starts with strong drafts. They haven't had a top 10 pick since 2020, and it's made it hard for them to land some of these bigger prospects and grow from within.
To the inside. Duren with a steal. Thompson outside. Cunningham against Rose. Rose grabs the board. Rose has got 4 rebounds now.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Oh, you need a real big-time star to win in this league. And Grant, the Pistons have that in Cade Cunningham.
Oh, my, B.A. It took until year 4 for him to really break through. Already a player who can impact the game in so many ways, but when his numbers go up across the board, that's doing something special.
Stewart, he's checked in for Duren.
I love it. In attack mode. Drawing foul calls this quarter and getting to the free throw line.
Picked by Stewart. Here's Harris. And again, no good by Detroit.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
Rose. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play.
At the line,
relentless in his approach. He has one thing on his mind: close this game out.
This will make 4 trips to the line so far in this game.
And I love how efficient he's been at the charity stripe.
Well, Grant, you look at the Bulls, middling on both ends. What's their biggest need?
You know, B.A., I think it's length and athleticism. You can't have enough of those type of players in today's game. You look at their activity stats, the steals, offensive rebounds, very much in need of a boost.
Grant, Tobias Harris has been around the league. What's his best asset?
You know, I think it's his reliability and versatility. Harris is always on the floor, having led the NBA in games played multiple times. He just gets the job done.
Pass to Buzelis. There's the triple. Thompson pulls it in. Pistons trail by 17. Here's Sasser. Back to Harris. Over Sexton. And again, no good by Detroit. Chicago has gone 4 of 6 from 3-point range thus far. Thompson against Rose. Shoots over Thompson. Rose with the bucket. Rose has got 45 points.
A big strength of Rose. He has spent lots of time on becoming a better shooter, and it shows.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. right side. Back to Cunningham from downtown. Knocks it down from distance. Cunningham's got 7.
They've got some ground to make up, and shooting the 3-ball more consistently like they are now should help them do it.
Here's Rose, and there's another one for Chicago. Here's Cunningham. He's got 7. And that's his 3rd bucket at 8 attempts. Here's Rose. Non-stop scoring machine right here. And again, it's Chicago.
They're definitely opting for the mid-range jumpers, and it's working.
Here's Cunningham. And it's blocked by Collins. And it's going to be out of bounds. Detroit will have another go. Smith, he's checked in for Chicago.
Number 25, Jalen Smith. 2 minutes remaining
outside.
in the first half. 2 minutes.
And he jams it home with authority.
And solid pass from Cunningham. He has a good understanding for when the defense has overcommitted.
It's picked off. On the break. That one doesn't drop. Ooh, excellent D there from Smith.
Nothing just seems to be bouncing his way today. Mama said there'd be days like this. They have missed his production.
Oh, man. They have really heated up from mid-range.
Picked by Stewart to the paint. And the shot is good. Harris making the play.
Assist goes to
Harris has got 3 assists in the game.
Assisted basket. Coaches just love those, so credit Harris for the pass.
Smith with a screen on Cunningham. The drive by Rose. That one falls. Rose has got 53 points.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Man, that right there gives you a sense of just how quick Cunningham really is.
Cunningham against Rose. 3-pointer. Sends it home from 3-point land. Rose has got 56 in the game.
The name of the game isn't scoring, it's scoring efficiency.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. And there it is for him.
His play just keeps getting better, clearly building on the foundation of that strong first quarter.
Cunningham passes to Thompson. And here's Harris. Launches a 3. Ooh, coming through again. Shooting 5 for 7 now.
You can just see how decisive Harris is. Effective at catching passes and just firing quickly.
Here's Rose. Oh, another one falls. 60 points. This guy can't be stopped right now.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
Puts up a deep 3. No good on the buzzer beater. Derrick Rose has been leading the charge for the Bulls. Oh, what a quarter. He was absolutely on fire offensively. And don't go far. We'll be right back.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shots. Drum roll. They're measuring up the shots. Oh, beautiful.
Thanks for joining us, everybody. An uphill battle so far for the Detroit.
They couldn't shut down the lane. Only thing that would stuff that is prime check. Maybe 2 of me.
Now that is a scary sight. And a look now at some of the games that have yet to tip this evening. The Brooklyn Nets will go up against the Hornets. Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Boy, you look at Derrick Rose. What a contribution.
Yeah, he's showing off how skilled he is at attacking the defense and converting at the line.
He knows that that's a strength for him. If they're going to keep fouling, he has no problem taking that.
We've got Zach Collins, Colin Sexton out there with Derrick Rose. Then it's Buzelis, and it's Okoro in at the 3. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Wow. Rose looking just as tenacious as ever. He isn't intimidated by the close D at all.
And he's made all of his 6 tries at the line in this one.
2 shots.
And so Rose knocks them both down. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for Detroit. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. Plenty of pressure for a player like Cade Cunningham, asked to shoulder the load. He said, that's what I asked for, to be in the NBA, to be in these moments. I try not to...
Another one goes! Incredible!
And he's nearing the single-game franchise scoring record.
Absolutely on fire. Already a night to remember and approaching some history. He's been getting to the line. Now his 6th trip. And that one falls for Rose. The Pistons shooting at about 51% for the game so far on this one. A little mid-range shot is up. And that one's good. Cunningham's got 13.
A sharp shooter from the mid-range. Cunningham doesn't need much room to feel comfortable firing away.
Here's Rose. The rebound by Detroit. Duran's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass to Cunningham. 3-pointer. Now Thompson. Oh, from deep. He can't get that one to fall. Duran with a steal. And up the court come the Pistons on the break. Rose grabs the board. Rose has got 7 rebounds in the game. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the 3rd quarter. Crafty move. Got it. Rose has got 7 now in this quarter.
This is the range Rose is comfortable from. A point guard who likes firing more from 15 feet than 25.
First personal foul.
And the first one at the line is good.
Shooting for Detroit, Thompson.
And he makes the first, but misses the second. Chicago leading by 22. And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Pass to Rose. Into the lane. And yes! Another basket!
Oh, what a performance. Arguably the best in franchise history.
He's tied the franchise mark for most points in a game. The next basket breaks it. Cunningham, a screen on Collins. Here's Duran. And the dunk by Duran.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better. You'll take it.
Thompson with it. Picked up by Sexton. Thompson against Sexton. Thompson passes to Harris. Sasser left side. Clock at 6. And the dunk by Duran.
And Jalen is just taking over in this one. This is how lethal of a player he can be.
Rose against Cunningham. Kicks it out to Collins. It's tipped. And now the Pistons in transition. Here's Duran. And the dunk by Duran.
Okay, when you let someone with this height get this close, it's going to be nearly impossible to stop, especially when he has that big of an advantage in this category.
Here's Rose. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
An excellent finisher who loves to bring the intensity. Rose will challenge anybody at the rim.
One after another. He's been terrific at the line. He's gone 9 for 9.
And really strong at the line since the break.
And so Rose knocks them both down. Just over 3.5 minutes through the 3rd. Thompson scanning the floor. To the middle. Sasser outside. Just 5 to shoot. Thompson, a screen on Sexton. Here's Sasser. Chicago grabs the miss. Rose has got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Driving to the basket. Thompson pulls it in. Pistons trail by 20. Down low. And Cunningham throws it down.
Such an energetic play from Cunningham. Going right up for the slam.
Now here's Rose. What an incredible scoring display. Good! That's another bucket!
And he's now tied for the 4th most points in the game ever. He is hitting everything.
It is truly one of the greatest games in league history. He can't miss.
73. What a number. Tying Wilt, Luka, and David Thompson. Only Wilt and Kobe have more in a single game.
And here's Cunningham outside. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson. Cunningham's got 7 points here in the quarter.
His first triple of the second half. Can he get it going?
Here's Rose. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Cade Cunningham picks that one up.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
And Detroit making a change here. Jenkins is checked in.
Taking 2 shots.
Both shots good from the stripe. Here's Jenkins. Sasser outside. Inside. Stolen by Collins. Ooh, and a fast break for Chicago. And it's Buzelis that time on the assist by Collins. Buzelis has got 9 points. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Chicago.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
They're also finding a lot of points tonight off transition play, running the floor and using the fast break to beat the defense.
Offensive rebound, out to Harris. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. He's got 16.
And that has earned Harris a ton of money. The ability to spot up, shoot, and knock it down.
And always interesting to look back at last season. These were the NBA's best transition teams. Detroit, second. In third, Chicago.
And these two squads that could run the floor at a lightning pace, they piled up more than their share of fast break.
And a new group getting ready for Chicago. Smith, he's checked in for Collins. Yabusele comes in for Buzelis. Jones, he's checked in for Okoro. And Rose is subbed in for Sexton. Outside, Green. Over to the left wing. The 3-ball. Chicago with a rebound. There's 1:34 left in the third quarter. Rose outside. Down low. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
And passes like this demonstrate Rose's unselfish attitude, which is why his teammates enjoy playing with him.
Pass to Stewart. Here's Jenkins. And again, no good by Detroit.
They're losing because he is struggling so bad, and he has not looked comfortable all game.
Rose against Green. Rose outside. Back to Smith. And stolen by Stewart. And they're on the break. And a two-handed jam.
Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution. Running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
Oh, some explosive stuff from Rose right at the rim, showing these young boys how ferocious he can still be.
A terrific view of that move captured on the connected cam, thanks to AT&T. Pass to Green. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. To the inside. Ooh, stolen by Smith. Oh, deflected. To the paint. Stewart, the pass to Robinson. From behind the arc. The shot, no good. And so it's the Chicago Bulls ending the period up by a staggering 23 points. It hasn't taken... Head coach Billy Donovan is mic'd up along the side.
Hold your ground. Don't let him back your way in. Just hold your ground. The other thing, too, is once he picks the ball up,
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Setting the floor for the Pistons. They've got Duncan Robinson, Isaiah Stewart out there with Duren. And it's Jenkins in at point guard. Here's Rose. And got it! Another basket!
He has been simply unstoppable.
And he's now 3rd all-time for points in a game. 1 for the ages.
He surpassed Wilt Chamberlain's less famous scoring mark from 1961, and Kobe Bryant now in his sights.
Yabusele the screen. To the middle. Rose finds Yabusele. And the basket is good.
Another assist in the career of D. Rose.
And Detroit is shooting a nice 50% for the game. And there's the foul. Will go on Derrick Rose. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
And we played through about a minute here in the 4th. Pass to Jenkins. Duren with a screen on Rose. And the dunk by Duren.
Strong performance from him, but he may need to do even more if they're going to win this game.
Inside, Smith. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense scrambled.
Pass to Stewart. Shoots over Yabusele. Stewart, no good. And so it's Rose with it. He brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. Here's Jones. Oh, it's stolen away. Here's Jenkins. Now Duren. And you look around the league, 30 different organizations, each with their own cultures. What did you look for as a player, Greg?
Well, you know, B.A., winning always comes first. But after that, you're looking at resources and how they care for their players. That's where teams are trying to separate themselves these days.
Collins, he's checked in for Yabusele. Kate Cunningham's checked in for the Pistons. Jenkins misses.
And just executing your offense earlier in the clock helps you avoid shots like that.
Nabbing another steal. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end. You gotta love it.
Launches it. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Didn't get a 3 in the first half, but now he's on the board with his first triple of the game.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Count it. Good. Smith's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And this is how you run the pick and roll. Rose, a master at this stage of his career.
Here's Jenkins. Pass to Duren. Now Cunningham. Out left to the wing. Here's Jenkins. The shot's good on the assist by Cunningham. Cunningham's got his 7th assist here tonight.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Rose, pass to Collins. Count the basket.
Soft defense. I mean, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points inside.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Stewart outside. Pass to Cunningham. Well, Richard, we know that coaches will sometimes criticize their team's performance in those post-game press conferences. But where's that line?
Well, I think coaches should always use I. When you say I, and I as the leader of the team, I have to have them prepared ready. I didn't do a good job making sure that I demanded the type of execution. That first always helps.
Rose outside. Pass to Collins. And the layup falls.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
And the timeout called here by J.B. Bickerstaff. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. For Chicago, Ellis is checked in for Smith. Okoro comes in for Giddey. And it's Colin Sexton in for Jones. And the Pistons with possession here. Robinson with it. Over Okoro. Here's Jenkins. Fires in the triple. Jenkins has got 9 points in the quarter.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Pass to Buzelis. Chicago passing it around. 6 to shoot. The 3. The shot is good. And the assist by Rose.
I think it's great to see that kind of confidence in a young guy like Buzelis.
Stewart outside. Cunningham on the wing. Checked by Sexton. Down low. Stolen by Collins. To the inside. Sexton. That's good.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Detroit has gone 4 of 5 from beyond the arc here in the fourth. And despite the NBA's popularity, some folks criticizing the wide-open style of play.
Yeah, you know, B.A., some of the artistry is lost when guys are mostly hunting for open threes. But for some teams like the Celtics and Warriors, that's not a championship-winning formula. And, well, we all know it's a copycat league.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Harris is checked in for Stewart, and it's Thompson in for Robinson. Here's Rose. Hits yet again. Wow.
And incredible. Never thought we'd see another player score this much.
Man, it feels surreal, doesn't it? That score puts him tied for the second most points in an NBA game. What an historic night.
81, equaling Kobe's scintillating game back in 2006. Just incredible to see it matched once again.
What a sensational move captured from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T. Harris outside. Pass to Jenkins. Let's go with a 3. He drops it from range. Jenkins has got 15 points in just the second half. Here's Rose. Here's Buzelis. Pounded by Harris. Shot clock at 6. Now here's Rose. He's close with yet another bucket.
And that score moves him up in the record books yet again.
He now stands alone for second most points in a game. Unbelievable night.
And with 81 in the rear view, he has only Wilt's 100 mark left. This is the closest anybody has ever come.
Duran, no good. Bulls leading by 23. Rose outside. From the stripe. And he hits the jump shot. Rose has got 8 here in this quarter.
Just an intelligent offensive player. I really like how Rose measures defenses and recognizes when to try to score.
And it's stolen by Rose. Over Harris. Another bucket. Wow.
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense. Really taking it to the opposition. Jenkins misses.
A little too aggressive on that shot. He's not the guy they want shooting those tough threes.
Ooh, lots of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws will follow that one. There are usually 1 or 2 mid-season coaching changes in the NBA every year. Can those energize the team, Grant?
You know, B.A., we've seen it give teams a boost in the past, but only on occasion. Usually it's a last-ditch effort in a doomed season or simply just turning the page.
Looking at who's out there now for Chicago. Smith, he's checked in for Collins. Yabusele comes in for Buzelis. Josh Giddey's checked in for Okoro. And it's Jones in for Sexton.
That body control, baby. Harris smashing through it.
Rose up top. He's watched by Cunningham. Shoots a fadeaway. Oh, connects again. That's 91. An incredible feat.
Incredible indeed. This is just a flat-out insane performance.
Pass to Cunningham. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Cunningham's got 5 points now in the quarter.
In the second half, we've seen him refocus his shooting. Much fewer wasted possessions.
Rose against Cunningham. Fades and shoots. And it's Harris with the rebound. And for the Pistons, they're shooting 60% here in the fourth quarter. Terrific efficiency. And the shot goes down.
His shot has been on point from the opening tip. He's pretty much kept them in the game.
Now Rose. Well, you want officials to get the calls right, but for video review, maybe institute a 2-minute time limit, you think?
Oh, I would love a good 2-minute time limit, but the worst thing to do would be to go to a 2-minute time limit and then have them not get it right. Then you wasted all that time for nothing.
Out to Thompson. And here's Cunningham outside. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson.
3.
Thompson's got 3 assists tonight.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
With the way they're shooting, there's no need to look for any other shot. Just keep letting it rain.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Here's Rose.
2 minutes.
And he drops it in from the low post.
Smart play from Rose, getting up close to the basket for a high percentage look.
Cunningham on the wing. The 3 is up. And it's Giddey with a rebound. And so it's Rose who brings up the ball for the Chicago Bulls. And stolen by Cunningham. All alone. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Cunningham's got 17 points here in the second half.
Got his man all tangled up. I mean, serious crossover. And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Bulls.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
It's just the start of this season series with 3 games left between them, but it must feel great to take the first meeting.
And what a huge performance it was for Derrick Rose.
His overall stat line really says it all. I think a triple-double game for him, getting it done everywhere on the floor.
Another one falls! Amazing!
I'm in disbelief. He set a new all-time record for scoring in a single game.
A record that was for so long thought to be untouchable. He continues to. So it's the Bulls winning this one easily. We saw 2 different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
And that about does it for the first game of the new